Hi, my name is Bennet. I'm the founder of ICEBRKR. We are in our beautiful Kathmandu office, overlooking some of the spectacular views of Kathmandu. So, welcome. You have to give me a second because I still have to use my badge. And there we go. So, I don't know how many of you know much about ICEBRKR. It's an artificial intelligence machine learning company which has evolved from many pain points the society, particularly the Gen Z community, has. ICEBRKR was born in Switzerland. It's part of a Berkeley group of companies, and I've been thinking about this for a very long time. It's not a product which has just evolved overnight. This is an accumulation of a lot of functions and features and many of the pain points we come across in our society. Okay? Shall we go further? All right. That's it. You have done a full tour of the verse. So we're going to start from the place which you cannot go. So that's the future cafeteria. You can have a quick look at that. Then you can also look at the various different conference rooms. One of the things which we are trying to do in ICEBRKR is to keep a very flat matrix. That means including the management and everybody sits. We do have a lot of conference rooms where people can come together, discuss, and also find their own space when needed. Okay? So we do have a lot of technical people here. Today is our inauguration. This, I could say, is one of the prime feature of the office. It's a Roman setup. During the Roman period, people used to always sit and have very common discussions. And we thought it would be a good way of having, when we have meetings and other sessions. This, I have to be very honest, was already there. So we are maximizing. So I won't take compliments for this setup. But it's a beautiful setup, and we find that interesting for our model as well. I would like to explain one simple thing about this. You can see there are not much on the table. You have a screen, and then you have a subtle, small node. Why? Because this is a clean table policy. We don't bring anything to the office, and if we bring, we leave it in the shelves. And that's why it's always, even if you come 2-3 years after, you probably will see that exactly precisely the same. Maybe a bit dirty though. All right. And so we have the small living setups where people can, sit across, chat, do quick discussions, maybe stretch their backs. I don't know. They can use it in any way they want. This is also, plans to extend that to a little bit longer and have 40 more seats the same. But for the moment, we are sticking to this arrangement. This might be a curious place for many because you can see that there is a cubicle with a couple of plants. And these cubicles are basically to help people if they get a call, private calls particularly, to go in and then they can make their calls. I cannot say it's 100% soundproof, but I think somewhat it is still, you can still whisper. All right, so are we going to the first floor? Let's go. We're on our first floor, which is more or less the exact replica of the ground floor. We are working on something unique in this office. It is not just we want people to come and work here. We want people to come here and also get empowered. So you can see, this is some of our newly joined recruits. You can say hi. Hi. You can see that 3-4 important quotes which explains a particular information in the more technical information in the more simplest way. And that you see that across. One of the things we want, people who are working here is also learn something new and also discuss about things which just not related to work sometimes, but also about very interesting concepts, algorithms, as well as life teachings. So you'll see that a lot in our office everywhere, and that's what we are also trying to encourage others to do as well. We have more of these conference rooms upstairs when we talk to international clients, partners, investors. We have all these various little cubicles. I'm not going to go into each one of them, but it's not all work here. If you want to show how beautiful the angle is from here, I have to be honest, it's not all work. We do have fun as well. We do party. We have good food in the office and good drinks. So that's what we have. We have an absolutely great catering company providing us probably the most exquisite food in Kathmandu. So we also have a very beautiful view of I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, so I don't want to make any mistakes on the name of that. So you have a nice view around. We have a 360-degree view of the entire city. Sometimes when you are lucky, we can see Ganesha too as well from here. What is important for us, we would like our employees, and also we don't want to call them people who work with us, feel comfortable and at home. They have time to sit. We don't want them to always feel like they're sitting inside an office space. It kind of gives them this feeling of not being free. What we have done and what we have built is something which can make them feel comfortable, at the same time, not exactly at home, but close to home. And that's our model. There are 3 words I would like to tell you before I finish this one. The society, the community, and the country educates its people, but then they need to be empowered, and that's where we come. Companies like ours, we are very conscious about empowering the young generation. It's important they get empowered, because when they are empowered, they are also capable of changing. Nepal needs a lot of changes, and that's one of the reasons why we set up our office in Kathmandu. The second important thing which I wanted to tell you is that while we are empowering, we are also preparing future leaders. Even though it's a technical company, we also have to understand we are also making leaders out of our company, and it's going to be the future Nepal. And then the last one is they are going to elevate themselves. So educate, empower, elevate. Thank you for joining me.